All right, guys, the block we're going to touch on now is called T movement techniques, and it is how generally a small ad hoc team is going to be formed into a purposeful movement team moving across an open terrain area. Here to demonstrate it, we have 5 officers out here. We're going to say for the purpose of this, our team leader, person calling the shots, is going to be the point man. It's going to be the first one in here, right? He'll have a series of hand signals he's going to go through. Right now, he's given the mission brief of what we need to do, and then let's say he gives that out and we need to move into what we're going to call a file position, right? This is a hand signal for a file. We would be simply like this, and as he sees it, the team would fall in behind him and stagger off to the left and to the right, and each one will then relay it back to the people behind him. He can turn and look to make sure everybody sees it. All right, that's the simplest one. All right, that would be for when we're in a narrow movement going, and again, the terrain tells us how big we can expand our team out. So in a simple narrow field, we would probably be using something similar to this. Let's say now that we expand out and we're going to go into what we call the wedge, right? So as the wedge comes up, it is simply the non-gun hand coming off to the back behind you, forming a V to your back. If we see that we have still left and right coverage in there, obviously our left side, as they're looking at me, is the left side is covering off to the left. The right side is looking to this way, and our TL has everything in front. That's a good movement, covers a lot of the bases as far as priority of fire. All right. Let's say now that we're going to come out and we're starting to approach our final stop, maybe the suspect, maybe the victim, and we're going to put them in what's called a linear formation. Right, that's where everybody's going to be on line. The TL gives that out, and they simply pass it off to each other, and they're on line. Priority fire issues tells us how we're going to be into that. We're not moving in front of or behind that line of fire. And as they get ready to move, the TL gives the signal of moving this way, simply the hand facing forward, and it is a slow movement such as this. Everybody can relay it back, and we're moving on. And that can go into any position that we just gave, moving along. If for some reason the TL needs to stop, the simple hand up is the stop. If he needs to do a complete halt, it's a closed fist from that point. And if he wants to take a knee to kind of observe and orient himself to the surroundings, either lower the hands down or he's dropping to his knee, and everybody is just playing off of that.